We're here at the 50th Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic. As you can see behind me, there's Mount Max. It is absolutely packed and it is stupidly hot despite it being a little bit windy. There's over, I think, around 120 cars for this weekend. It's 50 grand to win for the first time ever. Can't wait. We've got a GoPro on Zearfoss tonight. He's been super fast lately, just had a little bit of bad luck, but looking forward to following him around for the night in the Sean Karen Blue Angels team. It looks really neat, that car. They even put some Sprint Car Hub stickers on their car, so we'll go have a chat with him and hopefully some other drivers too.
Yeah, it's been all right, but fast, but not a lot of luck. So yeah, we've had some good finishes, taken away too. So hopefully this weekend, tonight and Sunday, have a little bit of luck on our side, and we can have a pretty respectable finish.
Do you feel like over the last couple of years you've gotten faster and faster having returned to this ride?
Yeah, I think so. You know, our chemistry is really good. Me and Brent work good together, and Sean always prepares good race cars for us night in and night out. So you know, that's two good combinations that you can have, and it's two important combinations that you need to have.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes my job a little bit easier. But we're having fun. That's the main thing. And Sean's enjoying it, Brent's enjoying it, everybody involved in this deal is enjoying it. So yeah, I mean, that's the most important part. Obviously we want to win, and that's what we're set out for tonight.
What do you think of Warrnambool?
Cool little joint. Obviously I've always wanted to come race the Classic. Yep. I've always wanted to come race on the East Coast too, so it's nice to be able to actually get out here finally and race in front of the fans of South Australia and just on the East Side. Victoria, wherever we're at, it's cool to be over here, man. It's definitely special to race a Classic. Sean's had some good cars. He's had some winning cars in this deal too, so it's pretty special to be behind one.
You're a professional race car driver, but you've got a big season coming up with the Outlaws. Is it difficult to concentrate on this race ahead of what you've got coming up in a couple of weeks?
No, not really. You know, I know my guys back home are preparing our cars for the season, and it just allows me to focus on this deal and do the best we can here. So yeah, just treat it like it's another race. You know, when I get home, that's when it's time to worry about back at home. So we're here right now. Our focus is to win the Classic, so that's what we're going to work at, and hopefully we come out top.
Here on the infield, we've got a GoPro on Zearfoss's car, the 95 car, but right now he's having troubles. They can't get the car to start, so we'll wait and see what the problem is, but they're trying to push it right now and it doesn't look like it's starting, so looks like they got some problems to start off the night.
Yep.
So Brock's just changed engine. We've just come back onto the racetrack. Looks like he started, so obviously a brand new engine. Things look to be fixed. So hopefully he can still get out for qualifying and still have a good run. He obviously didn't have any hot laps, so it's going to be an interesting start tonight for him. that's the end of qualifying for night one. We got Jock Goodyear over here who got overall quick time. I think he did an 11.4, went quickest overall. And then in the second flight, we obviously had the GoPro on Brock Zearfoss, who went quickest with no hot laps. So pretty cool for that team, Sean and Brendan and Brock to go quickest with absolutely no experience on the track. So hopefully the track holds up. It looks like it's holding up pretty good. Everyone's just pushing back to the pit, so we'll try and get some interviews for you now. Happy?
Less stressed.
Yeah. Did you find anything wrong with the engine, or you just decided to
Nah, I just pulled it out. Didn't really know what was going on with it, so the other one runs.
What were your thoughts about going out with no hot laps? You just thought rip the top?
Yeah, I just didn't really know what to expect. Obviously, didn't get any hot laps or anything, so just tried to watch some of the cars, and I mean, obviously everybody was up top, so I just figured just go up and try and get a lap in. Didn't really know what to expect, but the car was pretty good.
What did you think of your lap?
Not really good, really. I don't know. There's a whole lot more I could have done. I mean, maybe could have hit a little bit better lap, but just had a little bit unbalanced there. Just, you know, kind of guessing at a few things here. It's a little different package than we're used to at home, so you know, we weren't good in hot laps, so we took a little swing at it for qualifying and maybe went over the line. So we'll see. We're just working hard here. These guys are never going to give up, and you know, obviously throughout the night you just try to get better and better, and hopefully we can get it right by the end of the night and race really well. You know, obviously it's not good losing points and not being on the front row of the heat, but you know, there's a lot of laps left this week.
How was qualifying?
Pretty good. Good start. So we got out nice and early, so that obviously helped. So yeah, we'll get through this first heat race. Need to try and win the heat race off the front, and then the next one we're going to pass some cars. So good times.
We're back on track. It's time for the heat races, and it is the toughest heat race of the year. Trust me, I know you can time well, but if you don't move forward in your heats or at least hold your spot, you're in trouble as far as points go. So this is definitely the toughest heat of the year. They've just reworked the track and had the rods go back out. I think the track will still have a little bit of speed in it, so if you're starting up front, probably work out well. But then we go into the second round of heats where it's an invert, and that's where you really need to make progress. So definitely a lot of pressure on these drivers going out right now. Let's see what happens. Just won his heat race from the pole. He went to the bottom in 1 and 2 early on, and then on the first lap he went to the top in 3 and 4, and I was like, no, what are you doing? But he knew exactly what he was doing. That just goes to show you how switched on he is as a driver. He left the door open for Madsen to get under him, but he drove right around him. So stoked that these guys could get the heat win, and he's going to jump the scales right now, and we'll get an interview with him in a second. Gary Rush, are you enjoying your time here at the Classic?
Yes, very much so.
And did you enjoy racing here in Warrnambool?
It was always enjoyable. Yeah, it's a good track, good town to race at.
How many times did you win here, the Classic?
Seven, I think.
Wow. And when was the last time you were here?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But a long time ago, mate. Over 20 years ago.
And you still enjoy going to sprint car races?
To events like this, I do, yes.
How many races do you get to normally throughout a year?
About 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's all.
you don't get any drop out points. So if you want to start, drop him down, we'll start him. Righto, good.
So Brock just got caught up in that first lap incident, but just got pushed back out. He's got a flat right rear. You can't finish with a flat right rear, but what can happen is you get the mechanical defect flag. So I'm pretty sure you'll still get points for the heat race. So that's the tactic there. Really unfortunate, as I said earlier, he just didn't need to get a DNF, and unfortunately this is really going to hurt his points. Alright, it's time for the B main. We just had the C main finish up where they grabbed only a handful of cars from there, but Brock, unfortunately, because of his DNF in his second heat, means he's off the front of the B main. So still in with a good shot, just needs to make it through this B main and hopefully make some progress in the A main to get as many points as possible for Sunday night. Just won the B main, but he's going to pull up just now on the infield here because the A main's going to push straight out. So the teams who are transferred, including Brock obviously, are all going to rush out here and do all their work, fill up with fuel, probably change tyres. I'm interested to see what the tyre wear's like. Let's go check it out now. Looked like you had a couple chances there, it just didn't work out in the end.
Yeah, probably played it too safe on that restart when Tate got around me. Was just worried entering on that cushion with a lower tyre pressure after that stoppage that I'd get it balled up. But you know, credit to him, he railed it around and got past me and had a couple looks at him after that. But yeah, you know, he blocked well and stuff, so just couldn't get around him.
You feel
but
like you...
no, I wasn't. Also, didn't want to do anything too silly because top 3 lock into that gold dash thing on Sunday, so you don't want to ruin your chances of getting in that. So sort of was happy sitting in second, really.
Man, you look hungry tonight.
Yeah, obviously we probably should have started a little bit further up than where we did, so we had a bit of bad luck sort of through the heats and whatnot, but yeah, happy just to lock in, so top 3 lock in, perfect, happy with that, don't have to stress about it tomorrow, we're in the big dance, so happy for my GW racing team.
I feel like you showed Brad Sweet who Brock Hallett was.
Yeah, I got in.
Battle.
I got into him. I didn't mean to. I don't want to race him like that. So to hold him off was pretty cool. So definitely a highlight, and to race him hard, and he slid me clean, and it was a good little battle. So happy to get it locked in.
Hold the flag down so not covering a face.
Happy?
Oh, pretty amazed, to be honest.
Yeah. Did you feel early on that you're like, hey, we got a shot at this?
Yeah, well, we got the second pretty much straight away, so then I jock and sort of we'll run with Randall for most of the night. So, and when Lockie got past me in lap traffic there, I was sort of holding back because they were battling pretty hard. So you could sort of see something coming because they were battling so hard. So I just sort of hit my marks and make my moves at certain points of the race.
The restart, you just kind of drove by Lockie like he was standing still.
Yeah, he went to the bottom there, and just sort of I was able to get the cushion. Probably the best they hit it all night, which is pretty good, and then just drove by him. Just had to try to beat him out of the corner just to get back to the bottom in 3 and 4.
And you feeling confident going into the next on Sunday night?
Yeah, it's a big confidence booster. So I think they got like the Gold Dash Scramble or whatever it is. I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that. So it'll be good that we're in that. We'll sort of get up the point end of the field, and which you sort of have to be with if the track's anything going to be like tonight.
Were you worried about tyres at all?
Yeah, on the red I looked over at my left rear and so it was pretty feathered, so I tried to look after it best I could, but I was that excited so I just got after it really.
Alright, we're headed back to the track for night number 2 of the 50th Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic. I am so tired. We sold lots of merch today and met lots of fans, so thank you to everyone that helped out with that. It was a lot of fun and I'm so glad we did it, but we went to bed at like 3 a.m. and got up at 7 to prep for the fan day, so still pretty tired from it all, but excited to get back to the track. It's a little overcast today, but either way I think it'll still be a good night of racing. I think maybe there's a little bit of rain expected really late tonight into tomorrow morning, so hopefully we dodge that. But another 60 cars tonight, 60 brand new cars that we didn't see last night. Excited to see what comes of it and see how the track holds up. I was really impressed last night that although they did do some track prep and it was a late night, we finished almost actually I think it finished right around midnight. You know, I was really stoked to see that the track held up. So we'll roll onto the track now and we'll go get some interviews for you guys.
We'll then get flight 2 out, we'll engine start, and then we'll go through the 2 flights with hot laps.
You look really relaxed tonight. Are you?
Yeah, pretty relaxed. Things have been going really well lately, so just kind of taking it night by night, and having a fortunate position this year to have an awesome opportunity with Darren and DTM Motorsports, and he puts no pressure on us, so we just having a lot of fun each night with Clinton and Corey and Darren, and every night's been fun so far.
You changed much for this race in particular?
Not really. It's kind of hard to say. It's difficult because we haven't been here all year. It's our first race of the year, and obviously new surface and everything else like that. So it's going to be a guessing game. I was in attendance last night just to kind of study some things, and we'll just kind of take a guess at it for hot laps, and hopefully we're close.
I saw you talking to your brother Kerry a fair bit last night, as expected. Did you guys talk about setup and where to drive, all those sort of things? Yeah,
a little bit. Just trying to kind of bounce some things off each other and trying to get each other pointed in the right direction. But yeah, it's just kind of everyone. It's so competitive these days. You need all the help you can get.
Alright, don't be angry with me because I didn't get many interviews, but we're on here in Madsen's car. We've got a camera facing forward. I think it's going to be great to watch. He looks super relaxed tonight. And I spoke to car owner Darren and he said he's been like that all season. So really looking forward to seeing how Ian goes tonight. Let's head out onto the track. hot lap's done, it's a bit greasy because there's a bit of precipitation around, a bit of sea mist, I think they call it around here. So it's time to go into qualifying. I think they're going to get into the 10s, maybe even low 10s. So let's see what happens. That's it for qualifying, but it looks like Ian's had engine troubles on that last lap. So it looks like they've actually taken the hood off and undone a lot of stuff. Looks like they're going to change engine right now. Let's go back to the pits. Heat race time. He's off the front of this one. Needs to convert, just like we hoped Brock Zearfoss would do last night. He did. So yeah, just need to make the most of this heat race. They've changed engines. Obviously, it's running. They started it. It's all good, but you really compromise with setting up the car and really paying attention to the track. I just saw in the previous heat. This is heat number 4. In heat number 3, they were doing 10.6s, which is the 10th quicker than Ian got quick time with in qualifying. So it's still very fast. Really just needs to get the start, and then should be able to control the race. If he doesn't get the start and gets past, it's going to be really tough to get that position back.
First time it wouldn't take off when I first went out there. So it probably just wasn't up to tempo.
The heat race didn't go to plan.
Nah, it's just, well, this rain's not really helping it, and the bottom's real wet, and just spun the whole lap straight. So yeah, it is what it is. But I managed to hold on to second, which is good still.
How'd your car feel?
Yeah, it was good. Just fast track. I think we're doing like 10.5s out there, and quick time was 10.4. So
not much you do.
Yeah, that's it.
Spare a thought for the guys here on the Saturday night, the second night. You'd think the track would open up a little bit, but really now that it's faster because of all this rain, you're probably not going to see guys move through the heats as much, so their points are a little bit hampered. So we could see the top points guy, someone like Tate Frost, probably come from the Friday night. I'd be surprised if someone from tonight really moves forward and gets a lot of points. But we'll see what happens in this second round of heats.
I just picked the wrong night to go. Last night was the night. It was fucking sick last night, all night. I was watching you guys last night, I'm actually pretty excited about this one, except for the first lap. That was cold fucked.
Right, so we're back under rain delay again. We ran that next heat, and then all of a sudden we just had to pause again because the rain got heavier. But it kind of feels like it's pretty much stopped right now. But you've probably seen the background behind me, Corey Elias, and talking to some officials there. A few drivers have been vocal, and we'll try and get a few chats with different drivers and see what their thoughts are. This rain's not very fun.
Nah, not at all. You wouldn't think yesterday was, what, 35 and got sunburnt yesterday, let alone today. So yeah, frustrating, but us Warrnambool Bullions are used to it.
You're stopping racing. What's the deal with all that?
I just want to spend a bit more time with the family, mate, honestly. I've been doing this for 10 years and then racing in general for 20, so yeah, I just need a bit of time off, and who knows what I'll do. You know, got a couple offers that I need to sort of look at and yeah, sort of figure it out. But saying that, we're pretty fast tonight, so it makes you a little bit sad. But yeah, either way, we've had a good ride, so you know, can't complain.
Do you feel like you've gone about this last weekend different, knowing that, hey, this is the last deal?
No, honestly not. Like, it's, if I'm being brutally honest, I don't really want to be here like as much as I used to. Just because of me young fellas at home and my partner as well. So yeah, I haven't gone anything different, or I'm still prepared for it like I always do. Just I guess mentally I'm sort of a bit checked out.
This isn't very fun, is it?
Not really.
Yeah. How you been going tonight anyway?
Yeah, so far so good. Like, we timed 30 in our flight and won that first heat off the front, so far so good, but the next one's the most important one, and yeah, not looking good. Even if they get it going, it's gonna be pretty one lane. But anyway.
I think you won this night last year, didn't you? Do you feel,
yeah.
Do you feel as good, or how do you feel?
Yeah, I do, to be honest. I'm pretty confident in our package, and a lot of luck involved, but you need car speed too, of course, so we feel like we've got car speed and just need that bit of lady luck and see what happens.
How's your burns after the other night?
Yeah, not too bad. Better than I thought.
Yep.
A few decent blisters there. But all in all, pretty good. I thought they were going to be worse the next day, but got in the cold shower and stuff, and all good. So, you know, the medics, and they got to me pretty good over there. Had a couple of fires before, but that was definitely the worst one.
Right, so it sounds like the night's just been called off. I think they said to the drivers, if you want to run heats, then we can run heats and run the features, I think, tomorrow. But they decided to just can the whole thing. So everyone's walking back to their pits now. I think we're packing up.